What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Fuck Your Opinion podcast, where your opinion really doesn't matter, but we'll hear you out anyway. It's your girl Bree.
This your boy Big Wafeezy.
We in the building today, ain't we, man? It's after election. How you feel about that?
Uh, I'm burnt out. Like everybody else is. Shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
time to get to January, right?
do you wanna get into that? Or we
No,
gon'
we're not gonna talk about
Okay.
it. Yeah, no, we're just gonna
Okay.
graze over it because it happened. In reality, election happened, and that's what happened. Everybody has a feeling about it. I just
Well,
wanted to know yours. You know what I mean? See how you was feeling. That's it.
yeah.
We gotta go talk politics.
Yeah, that it,
We
I'ma
not
just
gonna
I'ma
talk
just say
politics.
like I did on election day. I made a post on Instagram and asked all my friends and stuff, are they okay? You know.
Yeah,
The
and
world
that's what you do. You just gotta check the trap, right?
yeah, the world just woke up again.
Yeah,
However you wanna
and we'll see what happens
swing that.
after January.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway,
but
what we gonna
today,
be yeah, what we talking about today, man?
today we're gonna talk about some splitting bills. I know people are very finicky and very sensitive about financial issues or financials, period, right? And splitting bills is a big thing in any relationship to me. How do you feel about splitting bills?
I don't usually split bills.
Okay.
So that's where I stand on it. I just usually don't. But it's nice um when whoever go half with it,
And we're
you
not
know.
just talking about, in the restaurant. We're talking about like at home too. What is your not policy, but how do you feel about splitting bills in the house? Like, do you pay your full mortgage, your full rent, or do you split that, or do
Well, yeah,
your
that's what I
lady
was getting
pay?
at. I was more so
Okay.
referring to a relationship and splitting bills as far as like the household is concerned. Going to a restaurant, I wasn't thinking about that one, but I don't typically split bills in my current relationship. In my first relationship, I did, but I
Okay.
was really young, like a teenager still when we did that. And
So what, you didn't like it? That's what you're saying? Like it was a bad thing for you to split bills?
so
So
let's
you
get
just
into
decided not
it.
to do that no more?
Let's get into it. Let's
Yeah.
get into it. All right,
I
bro.
wanna know.
To all
I
these
wanna know.
niggas who who promote or condone that 50-50 mantra, that 50-50 lifestyle, you're setting yourself up to be positioned in your relationship as a beta or semi beta nigga, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. There's nothing wrong with splitting bills with your woman. Let me put that out there. There's nothing wrong with splitting bills in a relationship. But there are unspoken power dynamics in relationships, and they always come up on the flip side when, let's say, I'm speaking for heterosexual relationships at this point, but whoever
Okay.
pay the who maybe it go for all relationships. Whoever pay the bills got the rank. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know. We split the bills in
Mm-hmm.
this household. Like,
Okay.
we split the mortgage straight down the middle.
So can I make an
I'm in
assumption?
charge of certain bills. Huh?
Can I make an assumption?
You can't make an assumption. You can ask a question.
Okay. Do you have to consider her in all decisions? Um,
When it comes to the
when it comes
house,
to the when it
yeah.
comes to the house, but also sometimes when it doesn't come to the house.
Like what? You have to give me an example.
It's hard
Because
because
none of the leadership that I provide is taken away from me because we're splitting things. That's what I'm saying. This is an agreement between the
that
both
was
of
a
us. There has been
egregious way
a
to say
time,
that.
point in time. There has been points in time where I was paying all of the mortgage, or I was paying all of the rent, or you know what I'm saying, whatever.
How
But
did that
then,
change
you know,
her as being your girl? How did she behave under them circumstances?
I think she appreciates me paying more things
Mm-hmm.
rather than paying a bulk of something and then paying like two or three bills. I think because I'm splitting the mortgage, I can pay more bills on my own. I think she appreciates that part more, not having to pay the bill part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Just paying.
let me get something straight because I think I'm not understanding. For me,
Okay.
a bill
Okay.
is anything you pay as far as your
Okay.
household is concerned. So that includes mortgage, rent, whatever you have, light, gas, electricity, phone,
Okay. So what I
internet,
mean,
whatever you have.
okay, I'm separating mortgage and rent is one bulk. You know what I'm saying? And then bills are on this separate thing. Like the lights,
Why?
the water, gas, that stuff are those things are bills to me. The car note, the insurance, stuff like those are bills.
Why not
Things
the
that's not
mortgage?
directly come. I don't know. The mortgage to me is just classified under a whole different category of things in my mind because everything that happens with the house, like if something breaks in the house, if we have water damage, those things I include in that mortgage part. I wouldn't include in my bills portion of my money.
Of course not. But
If, right, and
why
that's
in
that's
your
the
mind do you separate the mortgage from the other smaller bills when they all occur at the same increment? Like they're all bills.
maybe because the mortgage is so high, it's
Shit.
something different from bills. You know what I mean?
That
Bills
make
are
it
like
that's
in the
the ultimate
hundreds.
bill.
You, it's a mortgage. It's not even a bill. It's a mortgage. It's a whole different category of
But a
things in
mortgage
my
is a
mind.
bill though.
I understand that it is a bill that you're paying. I understand that completely. But in my mind, it's completely separated, like left and right brain. It's completely separated.
Well, that's interesting because now it depends on what people consider as bills, and that make a lot of sense because in my personal experience,
Hmm.
certain shit don't matter. Certain shit don't count. Certain shit is considered automatic and classified
Okay.
with certain shit. And
Yeah.
I'm being real general and vague because I can't give a specific situation, but it's like sometimes you could put for for example, you could feed a bitch 365 days a year and sh- that ain't a bill.
It's not a bill.
You crazy as
It
hell.
don't count. It's not. It don't count in
What?
certain aspects. It don't count. Like groceries, buying groceries. It don't count. It don't
What?
count. You're supposed to do that. Like you're supposed to. If you're in a relationship, if
I
you're in
am
a household with another
bamboozled.
person, you
Understood
are
that.
supposed
I know I'm
to
supposed to
pay
feed.
for the groceries too.
Well, I know I'm supposed to pay for the food. Excuse me. I know I'm supposed to pay. That's my thing about not doing the 50-50 and splitting bills shit right there. I know I'm supposed to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
But if we end up
but that's not
splitting,
something that. That's not something that. But that's another thing. The groceries is not something that I would split. I would not split it. I would just give her a couple $100 and be like, here, go
okay,
ahead.
so
And not
what
worry
else?
about that couple $100.
What else would you? What other bills would you split? Cause now I'm curious. Like all bills ain't bills to you. So
Mainly just the mortgage is being split. That's mainly what I'm splitting. Everything else is like I pay for these and she'll pay for that. You know what I mean? And
right, but
if I have
are the
extra
these
money,
is
I'll just give it to
yours
her.
and the that's hers?
Some of these are in her name and some of those are in my name.
I'm saying, but do they belong to who the person who's paying for them?
They belong to the house.
So you can use them just as much as she can use them, and vice versa.
I am using everything that she's paying for, and she's using everything that I'm paying for.
Hmm. That's probably
It's
why I
a
don't. Hold
shared
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
household.
hold on. We just got somewhere. We just got somewhere. I don't mean to cut you
Okay.
off, but we just got somewhere. That might be why I don't like splitting bills right there.
What do you mean?
I don't want to share all my shit.
Well,
I
I'm talking about like lights and water and things like that. What are you talking about sharing?
I'm because when you okay, you confused me when you said a mortgage is not classified as bills. So,
Right.
but you would share the benefits of the mortgage, that being the house,
And we share the house.
right? I understand that, but also the these and the those, like the things that she got that are in your name for her, do they benefit
Mhm.
you?
Yeah, because they're usually things that we have to use in our lives. You know what I mean? Like the car, for example. So she might pay the bill for the car 1 month, or I might have some extra money and I give her it for the next month. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just because we both use the car. It's
Right.
in her name, but we both use the car. So it's not like something that
Hmm. Okay.
I would be
Okay.
thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm using it, so
Can
why
I
not when I can?
can I ask you a particular question about
Mm,
about about let's say I'm gonna speak vague. So about the recent situation,
okay, what do you mean?
then why um did it seem more like her car than your car?
Because it's in her name and it is her car.
So, but that's what I'm saying. It don't matter who name is in. It matter who paying for it. And therefore, if you're both paying for it, then and you're both sharing it, then
She's
it's
definitely paid for it more than I have.
okay. So
Definitely.
so that ain't splitting.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not one of my bills. But when I can give her something on it, I do. That's what I said. Because that's not one of my bills. It's it's her car. It's in her name. She has been paying on it. It wasn't just something that was like,
I'm so
oh,
glad you just said this.
here you go.
I hate this
Mhm.
formula because your car in your name that you been paying for is supposed to be your bill. The fuck is you talking about? Ain't no
Yeah,
way.
nobody's complaining about
No,
that.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. This is me hypothetically thinking on some other shit. Cause like women will do this, like, oh, you not paying my this. Not my girl, but women will do this. You not paying my this. You don't buy my that. But this
And
is
that's
stuff
another
that you
thing about
had.
that splitting bills things. Like, I don't understand that sometimes, because if it's something that you already had, like legit, why? Because I have some money too. Why do I need to pay for that if you're already doing it?
My thing. That's my
What is
thing.
the reason for that?
And why you ain't gotta help me pay my car
And I
note?
still gotta give you different allowances too. Like, that was already yours. Like, ain't nobody taking that away from you. Even if I use it, you can always tell me no. And because it's yours, because you're paying for it, you know what I mean? So why do you want to give me all this permission and leeway to do what I want with it? But in fact, at the end of the day, if I do what I want with it, I'm wrong because it's not mine. It's just that stuff like that opens up doors for commotion to me
Another
and
reason
mess.
I don't like splitting. I like what's
Okay.
mine's to be mine's, and I don't want to go through no changes about my shit
Yeah.
personally. And I might sound like a selfish person for saying that, which is cool because I am when it come to that. For example,
But if it's
if
yours, it's yours.
right,
Sometimes selfish, the word selfish, I think, uh,
it gets taken out
can
of
be used
context.
in,
But we
yeah,
in this
it does.
liberal space right now in this world, so I gotta be careful when I say matter of fact things that might hurt motherfuckers' feelings. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
true.
that shouldn't have triggered nobody.
Ah,
But it will.
but it will, because now, even still though, people are so sensitive about, you know what I'm saying, everything. Like, you're not allowed to feel how you feel about certain things because the masses don't feel like that. And that's irritating.
Yeah,
You know
whole
what I'm saying?
time.
Because
The,
it makes you personally say, I might be selfish about this. But in fact, it's not you being selfish, it's your boundaries over certain things. And that's okay.
yeah.
And splitting bills is one of your hard boundaries.
I don't know if
And
it's a
that's cool.
boundary, but I think it's a compromise I'm not willing to take. Let's say that, right? Like I split the price. I split the price or split the difference depending on what's the situation. Split the bills. I don't know because now let's just say for instance, I don't feel safe knowing that my my kingdom or the place where I lay my head, my home is it could be a 1 bedroom apartment. I don't give a fuck what it's called. It's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I don't want that to be at risk because somebody else has rights to it.
But you think they won't pay for it? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever the
At
case,
risk.
listen. Whatever the case may be, at risk meaning we could go to war about said abode, and now we fighting over where we lay our head because we
But
both
that
have
that
rights
won't
to
even
it.
matter. That shit don't even matter about the financial part because if that motherfucker has been in there for 30 days, guess what? They live there. If they getting mail there, guess what? They live there. That
I know,
has
I
nothing to
know
do with
that.
money.
I know that.
So you can get into those. That's what I'm saying. You can get into those types of tips regardless of a financial situation,
Okay,
and
so
nothing would be in your favor.
no,
You know what I mean? You can call the
no. See,
police.
see,
If they call
that's
the police first,
no, 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 no. We're not doing none of that. That's why I'm trying to tell you. We're not doing any of that because you're not splitting shit. That's why we're not there. That's why we would never get there. That's what I'm trying to say. We're not gonna ever be in one of those tips
you're
because I
saying
want.
by splitting the mortgage, it implies that
I'm saying a few different things. I'm
it.
gonna say the first thing I'm saying, if I split the mortgage with my woman as a man,
Hmm.
she has some
Okay.
say so. She has some say so. Now, my girlfriend has an opinion that I appreciate. Sometimes I don't appreciate it because it's on the opposite end of the spectrum. But I know she's gonna be my equal opposite, so I accept it for what it is. You see what I'm saying? Coming from her, that's an opinion.
Yes.
Now, if she trying to tell me, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to be dictated by a woman. You feel me? Like you can't tell me nothing, and because you pay bills, don't mean you can tell me nothing. It's not happening.
I don't know. Maybe that is a heterosexual thing because we split the mortgage, and it ain't like she trying to tell me what the fuck. If I wanted
Nah,
to
man,
fucking do
listen,
some shit,
you
you
gotta
know what I mean?
listen to the rhetoric that's coming from these women who represent the women who either go 50-50 or pay all their bills and they live with a guy who contributes or don't pay all the bills.
Okay.
It's a certain type of dude,
Okay.
and I'm not that. I'm a provider,
Okay.
and I pride
Okay.
myself in being such. I can't say I'm a provider if I only provide half of what's needed. But that's just for me. For the outside
What?
looking in, hold on.
No.
That's just for me. You don't have to agree or disagree with that one. Cause your opinion don't matter. Remember that. But I'm talking
I
about
remember.
for the world though. For the world though. Uh I just I just don't like I don't like I like my freedom, bro. I like to be in control of my space in my world. I don't have full control
Like
if
I
I
said,
don't
maybe
pay.
that is a heterosexual thing. I
Yeah.
don't not have control over what I'm doing. And that's
I'm not saying
yeah.
it's a let me I think control is another trigger word, like selfish. Like when I say control as a man,
I don't have to have permission to do anything. You know what I mean? Like
right, but I don't want resistance when I decide to do anything. You see what
man,
I'm
don't
saying?
give you that's insane Wi-Fi. Like come on.
I know, right? But
If
that's
she's not gonna
also
say anything, then her attitude is gonna be fucked up. regardless, it's gonna be resistance. It's a
No,
woman you
okay,
talking
let
about.
me give an example. I got I got I got her a dog um after she had the little situation with her dog.
Right. Okay.
And it was the intentions was to get the dog for her to, maybe visit
Get acquainted.
some of the
Relax.
situations with her last dog. And, like what I mean by that is just learn from the different level of care. That's her favorite term, level of care, provided to the different animals. So she's seeing how she acted towards one and how that turned out. Not like it was her fault or nothing, but and then she's seeing how this turns out.
Okay.
I wanted to get a dog for me, which
Mm-hmm.
is where Joelle came from. But I wanted to get a dog for me, and it felt like, even though I did what the fuck I wanted to do, it felt like I had to respect the fact that she didn't want it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I
Okay.
believe in my soul that if she paid half the rent, I wouldn't have no dog, bruh.
Wow. Okay.
I'm telling you, if she paid half the
Okay.
bills, I wouldn't have Joelle, bro. And granted, it's not like a decision that's just, I took on all the responsibility for Joelle for the most part. You know what I'm saying? She helped me out when she can and when she feel like it, but it's my responsibility. I also
Right.
take care of Freddie, the one I got for her, most of the times too.
Okay.
She do her thing for Freddie a little bit more, but I'm
Right.
still.
And that's why I believe like she couldn't say nothing because you're the one taking care of those animals the most. If
So
she
okay,
was the one
okay.
taking care of the animals, then she had some leeway
All
to say
right.
something. And
So
that
this
has
is my
nothing to do
point.
with paying the
No, it
bills.
has everything. This is the exact same point I was making. She
Okay.
ain't got the same level of say so in the sense like with the dogs because she don't pay half the bills. And the level of say so that women gain when they pay half the bills, it feel like 75-25. Like the women, they get over promoted for paying half the bills, and the nigga get over demoted for paying half the bills. You know what I'm saying? Her
Okay.
her
I can see
authority
how
would
that can
grow
be a thing. Okay.
based off of her paying half the bills.
All
And that
right.
happens in relationships with men and women. Not like, it is what it is. I don't want to deal with that with my woman. Period. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. And it ain't like you ain't got no say so because you don't pay no bills. It's just you can't tell me what to do because you don't, like, not because you don't
No,
pay
I
no
get that
bills,
part
but you
for
just, you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like, you just can't
I get
tell
that
me what
part.
to do.
I get
Other
that
than
part.
that, like, you can still do what you want to do, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. But when you pay half the bills being rent, mortgage, light, gas, electric,
Right.
internet,
Right.
phone,
Right.
and we combine in the cars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it like this: if we split all our bills, she would pay more bills. That makes sense?
And but whose fault is that?
It ain't a fault. It's just, it is what it is.
That's her responsibility. Exactly. It would be her responsibility.
Would it
That's what
be
I. That's
to pick
that's
up
I.
25% of her workload while I lose about 50% of mine?
If it's hers, is it hers?
Yeah, it's hers. But what she
Okay.
picking up is
For
mine.
her to be responsible.
This is what I'm saying. What she picking up is
Okay.
mine.
Okay.
She ain't
Okay.
picking
So
up
okay.
nothing that's,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We not sharing
Okay.
nothing
So
that she's picking up.
okay. So that's the difference in your household. Most of like
My bills is my
all of
bills.
the stuff is yours. Right. 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 And that's what I was saying too. Like if the bills are yours already, then it shouldn't be a problem for me not to split them with you because they're already yours. That's what I was saying. So boom, if those bills are already
That's
yours,
just like a
then
female.
cool. No, that's what I already said. I already said that. I
Man,
already
get
made that
your ass
statement
on up out of
because
here.
even
I
if
can't
I
say that
had
same thing to her though. That's the point I'm making. I can't be like them.
But
Your
that's some
bills.
heterosexual shit because even though if the majority of the bills were already mine,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna pay them. If the majority of the bills are already yours, then I expect you to pay them. That is male nor female. But I understand what you're saying about you doing it because yours are the majority. So it would be crazy for her
Nah.
to pick up
I I
your
think you
majority.
I think you overstanding what I'm saying. Like you with
Am
me,
I?
but you overstanding it. Like I think you. I don't think you can relate to that dynamic change because, like you said, you you even you don't even consider mortgage a bill. That right there is I don't even understand what that means and how that
It's his
what that
own entity.
right. I'm hearing you and I'm understanding that part, but I don't get why that makes it not a bill. And even though it's one of those things that the mortgage could just be mine's, the mortgage could just be theirs.
Correct.
But when we come together, the mortgage getting bust down because that's how that go. Either I'ma pick up more, or she gon' put down a little bit. It depends on who own the spot. You see what I'm saying? But the type of guy I am, it's only gonna go one of three ways. I'm gonna move in with her and pay all the bills. She gonna move in with me and pay no bills, or we gonna move in together and I'm gonna pay most of them because she gonna want to have the. And I'm speaking about my girl now in particular. She gonna wanna pay something when we move to our next place. And I'm gonna let her because I'm not gonna fight her. But I don't know how much she thinks she finna be paying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much she thinks she finna like what. Like girl, first of all, it's shit I already paid before you can pay me. So unless you gonna run to them folks and pay the rent before I pay it. See who finna be doing all that? You gonna race me to pay the bills so you can have the rent? No. I'm gonna take care of the bills and you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be that. Now, when it comes to the other shit, I'm not even making her feel no other roles like because she don't pay bills. Like that's not even my thing. You know? And I also always tell my girl, man, even though you ain't paying no bills,
Now
keep you
that
a little
would be
something.
expected. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm paying for everything,
Mm-hmm.
I do expect you to fill a role for sure. If
Yeah.
I'm paying for everything, that
Yeah.
means all of my time is being spent trying to make the money to pay for everything,
Nah,
basically.
that's a fact. That's
So I
yeah.
definitely
You
expect you
right.
to. I don't want to come home and clean. I
You
don't want to
right.
come home and cook. I don't want
You
to come
right.
home and do anything but look at you, maybe have a little conversation. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I'm not coming home and doing no more labor. So yes, I definitely expect you to fill a role. If I'm paying everything
Mm-hmm.
and you get to pick if you want to pay a bill, you definitely fill in a role or you could go.
Nah,
Straight up.
you right. I'm a little bit that sound right, but I ain't like that. I don't know.
Shit.
I'm hesitant when it come to demanding shit like cuz I know how I get with being that type of dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Demand? That wouldn't be a demand.
I don't like that
It
I
should
don't
be
like to
implied.
nah, let me
It
kick it
should be
like this.
implied.
I don't like to feel like I'm making the bitch do shit, bro. I don't like that feeling, bro. I do not want to beg. I don't want to have to,
That's my
you know what I'm
whole
saying? I
point,
want you to
Rocco.
want to do it, and that's what get me right.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. If you're doing all that and she don't want to do that, she can go. Because why are you so ungrateful?
Mm.
I can find
Mm.
somebody that is super appreciative. As soon as I walk in the door, she unlaces my shoe
Yeah.
for all the stuff that I'm doing. I don't want that, but I can find it. And then when I come in, it's
You ever got
stuff
bathed?
everywhere. I don't smell. Have I ever been bathed? Is that what
Yeah.
you asked me?
Yeah.
Like, have somebody ever washed my body for
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That shit lit, right?
It is very
That's some whole
it's
other shit,
nice.
bro. Niggas don't need that every day. Cause I'm telling you, I don't need that every day. Let me just keep it 1,000. Cause I'ma be, my head
No,
gonna be,
give me that.
bruh, too
Give me
big.
that every day.
I
Give me
can't.
that every day because I
I'ma
deserve that.
overdo it.
I
I'ma
deserve
overdo it. I'm, I'ma overdo. I'ma overdo it, bro. I swear you can't be in
You
here
know,
scrubbing a nigga in the shower like this every day, Shawty. I'm gonna be
yeah,
feeling
no, I
myself a little
deserve
too
it.
much.
I'm talking about King of
Ah,
Zamunda.
hey,
Yes, give me
listen.
my royal bath.
Nah,
Yeah,
there's some different
I
level
want
of, you
it.
feel me, appreciation and shit. Like, but you, I don't know, man. Every woman ain't feeling that being told what to do and all. Like, and I get it. I completely get it. But at the same time, you can't have it your way both ways because
Yeah,
I'm still
because
gonna be a
especially if you want somebody to be an alpha, you have to be submissive. Like
yeah.
you can't be an alpha fight battling your alpha. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So you have to be slightly submissive if you have a man or you have a person that's paying the majority of everything or doing that and they not demand it but they uh, acquire or
Mm-hmm.
expect certain things of you,
Mm-hmm.
then it shouldn't be a problem. I
Well,
think that's give and take. You know what I mean? That's a part of it.
sometimes when me and my girl beefing, she be calling me mediocre. And I'll be like, why the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I'll be like, what the fuck? And I think
Out of
it's,
all the words you say, that's the one you say?
yeah, but I think it's because
Like that.
I don't either. But it's like, I think it's because I don't try to impress her.
Pause. Because if you're not doing something to be impressed upon, why am I going to impress you? What about you is so impressive to make me want to impress you?
You be snatching my thoughts right at the back of my head, sure. But I mean, I be trying to hear where
And
she
that's
coming
what I'm
from.
saying. It's give and take. You can't expect no shit like that. Just like you were saying, if the dude ain't paying, then he gonna be treated away. If you're not performing, then there's no way I'm gonna outdo you. For what? Because it's 7 folks that I done seen down this walkway that done impressed me, made way more than you have in the past month.
Well, let me go ahead
If
and
I could
keep it a
see it
stat
for
though.
free,
I
I
ain't gonna
gotta do
kick it.
that.
I ain't gonna kick it like she ain't appreciative. Like, we not doing that. My girl in particular, she wanna pay the bills. I said that already. She wanna pay bills in this bitch.
But you don't
Like,
call me mediocre at no extent, at no
yeah, yeah,
expense.
yeah, for sure.
No,
You know,
no,
she got a mouth. I let her get off some shit sometime. I be saying some
I
shit
don't
too,
like that.
but
I don't think I
you
like
know,
that at all.
it. I mean, listen. I could share this because at the end of the day, I ain't feeling like that shit true. I'm feeling like that
Okay.
shit was a little spiteful. That's it. But I feel like what you're trying to say is just in general that I'm just not impressed with you.
Well, then tell her to get one of them bills that y'all don't split. How about
No,
that?
no, hell
Shit.
nah. Her head. Now look, that's her getting a bath in the shower. I let her pay a bill. Her
What?
head gonna get big. Her
Better
head
keep
gonna.
it
She already got a
continuous.
little bitty head. You don't need her to have no big old
You
head.
don't talk shit, man. I just don't like that. I don't think I like that word.
You know
Use
what?
for you. I don't think I like that. I don't think I
Yeah.
like that.
So you know. Okay. So you know how
Yeah.
I would respond to something like that. But I ain't I don't ever crash out behind it. I always just ask her like, what the fuck you mean by that? Like, but I think it just be she just be wanting me to feel where she coming from sometimes. So she'll say some shit that I feel like she know not true, just to you know get a nigga
So
get
of
a
course,
nigga
when y'all
going.
go out to eat, she don't pay. Of
Hell,
course,
fuck no.
when y'all go. Okay. Does
But
she
she
ever
try.
pay
She
for you? Like, does she ever like
my
treat
girl,
you?
like I told you,
Because that's different.
she tries all the time to pay for shit. And I tell her to get the fuck out the way and tap my Apple Watch.
So why won't you let her pay for a meal? Why
I
won't
do
you let her pay for a
sometimes.
meal if she wants to treat you to a meal? Okay.
Okay,
Because that's different. Like,
because listen, it's not like I'm not letting her. Not, you know what I'm saying? It's not that, bro. I got the shit. Go sit your ass down. Keep your money in your pocket. You good.
but
Matter of fact,
that's not what the meal is about. Okay, so bills and meals are two different splitting entities
you
for
said
me.
with my
For me.
girl though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
Meals
mean,
with your girl, because sometimes, well, sometimes my old lady want to treat me to a meal, and I let her pay for it because she's treating me.
oh
She's saying
yeah.
that she appreciates something that I did,
If
so
that's
I
the
let her do that.
Yeah, if that's the premise, then yeah, like, all right, cool. Cause my girl do
Yeah.
that too. She be like, all right, we going to do this on me, but she gotta do it like that for me to let her pay.
Okay.
She gotta,
Okay. So do y'all
yeah.
ever do Dutch? Do y'all ever go out and split the food
Me and this girl
just
ain't
because?
never. No, we never did that.
Like, fuck that.
I don't even like doing that, bro. I don't like for. I don't like for her, cause if I let her, and this is because I know my girl. If I let her, she'll try to pay me back every single dime I give her, so she could be even with me. So I overdid it. You can't never pay me back at this point.
Uh,
You can't never pay me back. So get off of
so
that
see,
now.
because she's trying to. That's different because that'll be like she trying to like match your energy
Yeah, but
instead of
she
letting
she
shit
she used
play
to
out by
lead
itself.
in a couple of her previous relationships, so she used to being the alpha
Got to get acquainted.
type
You
situation.
got to get acquainted. You got to get acquainted. You got to calm down sometimes. Just chill.
Well,
Be a
she know. She,
lady.
trust,
Just be a
listen.
girl.
She know now, and you know me, so you know I ain't even finna do all that extra shit. She say she want to pay, or she if she want to pay for something, she'll just do it before I do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll have to shut up about it, and I will,
Okay.
because
Let that one
you
ride.
did all that just so you could. Okay, cool. Just so you could say, you know, yeah, I paid
Yeah.
for it. All right, bet. Appreciate you, babe. Keep my little $40, my little $30. And that's what I appreciate. The fact that she wanna do it more than her doing it. Cause if she paying half the bills, like I told you, she picking up another extra 25%, and I'm dropping the 50% of the things that I
Right.
pay for. So I'm getting a raise.
Mm-hmm.
Financially speaking, that's just not smart, because now I got someone.
It throws out the dynamic of the money.
Yeah, I got someone here who's struggling to try to help me pay half of my bills. Not, and I say struggling because I'm stressing what she got going on already, plus putting what I got on top of that. The
Yeah.
little help she giving
But
me,
it's like that.
putting that on top of that with strain what she got going on. That don't even make sense.
I get that. But like I was saying, if they already yours, then they're yours. If it's something we accumulated together and if we decide to,
I might
split it,
still
or
pay
we
for it.
decide that I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that. Cause I probably like if it's something that we established together, then I'll probably take it, of course. But
Right.
I'm just saying in a general aspect, in a general sense. You know what I'm saying? Taking on the bills that you already have is not my responsibility. So
Yeah.
I don't intend on splitting those particular bills with you. I will, but that's not my
That's crazy.
intention. So
Well,
I get what you're saying.
the long story short for me is, as a man, right? I will
Mm,
lose a little bit of the dynamic of the role I'm trying to play in my relationship. I ain't trying to be something I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I would lose some of that being a 50-50 nigga. And I know, because I know the type of girl I'm with. And not saying that she's no bad, nothing like that. I know she's just a strong woman who will if you a weak nigga, you getting folded by Shawty. She gonna handle you. You know what I'm saying? And I like them like that. That's why she with me. But at the same time, I can't let her do me like she would do them.
yeah.
So I want to keep the dynamic that I want to keep in my relationship, which is the provider and the
Okay.
protector. I don't care if you think I'm
I
emotionally
guess I don't have to. I
intelligent or
just
not.
don't have to do that. I'm still, you know what I'm saying. She know that I provide for her. She know that I will protect her. She know that I do all the things I need to do. But also on the flip side, I will cook for her. I will clean for her. You know
Oh,
what I
you,
mean? I will
I'm the
do
chef of the
all of the things.
house.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying in this particular instance, I don't have to worry about being the man. You understand what I'm
Ah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
can be exactly who I am. And she understands that this is what I am giving to you. This is what I'm providing for you. This is what I'm doing for you. without having to be so big, I guess.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't have to be, I won't even say dominant because that's not the word I want to use.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even being an alpha because she still be on what I'm on every time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still leading her. You understand what I'm saying? But I guess because I don't have a penis, it's just, I guess it's just different. Because I don't feel like I have to do that in order not to lose my manhood in the
Yeah, because
household.
she can call you a bitch ass nigga and damn near won't offend you.
You're a fucking lie.
Well,
You
hypothetically
are a
speaking,
motherfucking lie.
because
She
you know
called me a bitch
you.
ass nigga. I'm gonna feel like she's calling me mediocre. I'm gonna feel like she trying me. Why the fuck would you call me a whole? You just call me a pussy in real life. Now I have one, but I'm not one.
See, I can't
You
use
understand
that
what I'm saying?
argument and be like, I got one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm
baby, it's
just
because of the
saying.
penis. It's the penis. It's the penis. It's the penis, bro. For sure. Discrimination.
Hey, and it's not even on purpose for real. It's not even on
That's
purpose.
crazy. Same shit, different toilet.
Mm.
Yep.
And now you flush it.
Yep. Well, let's say
So,
the short of my long story is I don't split bills. I like I like uh I like being a provider. I like to pay for what's being paid for. And if I need help, I ask for it. And if help is offered, I'll take it. Unless, I'm just feeling generous that day.
unless you're not taking it,
Yeah,
asshole.
you know, better than most. But yeah. And I don't feel the need to be splitting bills because I'm financially able to handle the bills at the moment. If I get to a place where I can't, that's a place for me to worry about. So I try to stay a little bit away from that. Now we just both up some M's and we just got money and it just makes sense to just split all the bills. Cool. You
Right.
know, that would be a good financial decision. But as of yet, if I can handle it, cool. Keep your ducks in a row. Say that shit for a rainy day. And
Yeah.
if I need you, just get my back. And that's that on the
Right.
bills for me.
Right. I believe in splitting the mortgage or the rent. Sometimes it depends. But bills like water and lights and shit like that are definitely should be individualized. I think, unless unless someone wants to take on someone else's bill. Uh, but that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I have been in situations where I paid everything in the house, and nothing was in my name. I think that's why I feel about it like that about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, possibly,
Because
that could be a trigger.
so is it that you would prefer stuff to be not in your name?
No, I want it to be in my name. I
Okay,
prefer it
see,
to be in.
okay, and that's a
I like the ownership, the responsibility of the ownership of it. Yes,
right.
I'd rather
So
not.
that's another conversation, but
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. The ownership part that comes with the paying the bills part. That
right.
comes with a little bit of authority,
Mm-hmm.
and that should go with the leadership or leading the house. Um,
Correct.
you know, and I'm just speaking on being a dude.
I
You
get.
know what I'm saying? A man that's got a woman
Mm-hmm.
that got kids. I didn't grow up in any household where the woman was the head of the household besides my mom, and it was two women in there, so they both was the head. They both was
Stupid.
the head of the household. And my daddy, he had shit on lock with his family, with my other brothers and sisters and my stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
So
I grew up in a lot of different ways. I'd rather not discuss that in this conversation. So
Right.
just leave that where that's at.
All right. Well, y'all, thanks for listening. I want to wrap this one up in the comment section because I was speaking on some things that I think a lot of guys can relate to. Let me know how y'all feel about the dynamic between paying the bills in the house and having some sort of some level of authority over your household, and how that changes when you pay all the bills, when you split the bills, or when you don't pay no bills as a man in your house. Let me know how that is for y'all, what y'all experiences is on that, because I'm curious to know.
I want to know what the ladies think about it though, for real. Like, do you start to disrespect your other person because they are slacking on the bills, or do you understand what's happening financially and just roll with the punches? Because not, I mean, financial things happen. Are you strong enough? Are you responsible enough? Do you care about your person enough for them to slack and then you pick it up and it not be a change in dynamic? I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know that one too. Anyway, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn on them notifications, man. And we're going to catch y'all in the next video.
Talk to us, man. It's your girl, Bree.
It's your boy, Big Wafeezy. We out.